Second generation computers, 1956 to 1963. The transistors and magnetic tapes were used instead of vacuum tubes. The second generation computers were smaller and faster as compared to the first generation computers. Assembly language was used as the programming language. They were cheaper to maintain as compared to the first generation computers. Some of the second generation computers are IBM 700, IBM 1401 and NCR 300 series. Third generation computers, 1964 to 1970. The third generation of computers used integrated circuits, also called ICs, in place of transistors. ICs, also called a chip, is a collection of many electronic components fabricated on a small piece of semiconductor material. These computers were faster, smaller, and cheaper than the second generation computers. Some of the third generation computers are IBM 1130, IBM 360, and UNIVAC 1108. Fourth generation computers, 1971 to 1988. The fourth generation of computers began with the invention of microprocessor. Microprocessors were developed by combining together thousands of integrated circuits onto a silicon chip using VLSI, Very Large Scale Integration, and ULSI, Ultra Large Scale Integration technology. They were smaller, cheaper, and faster than the third generation computers. IBM released first desktop PC in 1981, which used the Intel 8088 chip as the CPU. In 1985, Microsoft released the first version of Microsoft Windows. Some examples of fourth generation computers are IBM 4341 and Apple 11. Fifth generation computers, 1989 and beyond. In 1989, Intel developed different versions of microprocessors. The fifth generation computers are based on artificial intelligence. They use SLSI, Super Large Scale Integrated chips. These computers are able to recognize voice, image, and graphs. Some examples of fifth generation computers are robots, quantum computers, and nanocomputers. Classification of computers. There are three major categories based on which computers can be classified. Based on data handling. There are three types of computers on the basis of data handling. Analog computer. Analog computer is designed to process analog data. Analog data is continuous data that changes continuously and cannot have discrete values. Analog computers directly accept the data from the measuring device without first converting it into numbers and codes. They measure the continuous changes in physical quantity and generally render output as a reading on a dial or scale. Speedometer and thermometer are examples of analog computers. Digital computer. Digital computer is designed to perform calculations and logical operations at high speed. It accepts the raw data as input in the form of digits or binary numbers 0 and 1 and processes it with programs stored in its memory to produce the output. All modern computers like laptops, desktops, and smartphones are examples of digital computers. Hybrid computer. Hybrid computer is a combination of both analog and digital computers. A processor which is used in petrol pumps that converts the measurements of fuel flow into quantity and price is an example of hybrid computer. Based on purpose. There are two types of computers on the basis of purpose. General purpose. A general purpose computer is a description of a computer capable of performing many different tasks rather than a specific one. For example, the personal computer, desktops, notebooks, laptops and tablets. Special purpose. When a computer is designed specifically to perform a certain function, such type of computer is known as special purpose computer. For example, household appliances, automobiles, testing instruments, etc.